Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're back once again talking about the LEC offseason, the latest and greatest news, rumors, speculation, and all that good stuff going on in the professional League of Legends scene. Today, more specifically, we're talking about Nemesis and just kind of his ongoing situation. He did have a Twitch clip, I can't even talk, from yesterday, talking about why he is not joining a team, why he will not be starting out in either the LEC or the LCS for 2021. Again, we don't know how things are going to work out for him in the meantime, in the long term, but at least we know at the beginning of the season he will not be playing in the LEC or LCS. And there's this little clip from his stream kind of explaining things a little bit more. We can watch this and then we'll kind of give some of my thoughts and opinions on what's going on.
I guess for people wondering why am I not joining a team, I mean obviously I can't say which offers I had or whatever, but I can say that I had 0 European offers.
So that's pretty crazy. Obviously, yesterday so first of all, a lot of people have just been asking me about Nemesis in general, so I wanted to make some of these videos. Yesterday, we talked about how Nemesis said he did get plenty of offers for starting positions in 2021, but he turned them all down because he didn't feel that any of them were the right situation for him. So again, I didn't know if that meant NA teams or some LEC teams or what exactly he turned down. We had heard rumors about him to maybe Evil Geniuses, 100 Thieves, Dignitas, Golden Guardians. We hadn't really heard any stuff about him in the LEC, but I was just kind of assuming that he'd get at least some offers from the LEC. He's been on one of the best teams in the LEC and even in the world. You know, Fnatic was one game away from being a world semi-finalist. They're a very, very decent team, and he's been an integral part of that. Even though Nemesis didn't have that great of a summer split, didn't have that great of a playoffs, didn't have that great of a world, he still had flashes of being a very, very good player. And he's young, he's got a ton of potential and promise, and I didn't think one bad split or one bad year would kind of knock him all the way out of the LEC. But obviously he says he got no LEC offers. So that does confirm that he did receive offers from North America, and obviously he turned those down, so I'm going to assume those were some of the lower tier teams, whether that's Dignitas, Golden Guardians, whatever, that he felt those decisions weren't really there for him to be made at this point in his career. But yeah, pretty crazy. He got no LEC offers. I definitely think there's some middle of the pack and even lower LEC teams who he would be a significant upgrade in the mid lane for, so I do think that's a little wild, a little interesting. But I do think ultimately he will be able to work his way back into the LEC. I think a team will show a need in the mid lane, and I think hopefully he's able to prove himself through solo queue. Obviously, there's been talks of potentially Nemesis and Crownshot going to Korea to boot camp with LS. If he's able to go there, do really well, you know, pop off in solo queue, get his name back in the news and everything, stay relevant in the scene. Obviously, living with LS would be an awesome way to do that. And with Crownshot, they could make a ton of awesome content and really help a bunch of teams and players out and all that stuff. And if he stays relevant, if he stays grinding, he works hard, he's definitely high enough skilled to be a mid laner in either the LEC or the LCS. So I think no matter what, he has a bright future ahead of him. I think it's really promising that he did receive some offers, and while he did turn them down, and while that is kind of risky and a little bit scary, I hope it'll work out for him in the long run, because again, I get that he wasn't great in the Summer Split or Playoffs or Worlds. He was obviously a liability for Fnatic, but he was a liability for a team that was trying to make it to the semifinals at Worlds. Some of these teams in the LEC are just trying to make the playoffs in LEC, and Nemesis would be a huge help to that. Same with the teams in the LCS who are just trying to make the playoffs in the LCS. You know, Nemesis was not failing in games like that. He was failing against some of the best teams in the world. He's failing against G2. He has some champion pool issues. He has a lot of concerns like that, consistency issues and stuff. But that's things that you can work on. Those are things that you can maybe make work over time because, again, he's shown to be top tier on some of his champions, on some of his picks, and even had splits in seasons where he's looked very, very, even potentially, just world class. He's been able to stand toe-to-toe with some people before. So, again, it's interesting. I know Nemesis has a lot of fans. Obviously, he comes from Fnatic, huge brand, huge org, mid lane for them, very prestigious position. So Nemesis has a lot of fans who are wondering what's going on with him, why he's not on a team, what's next for him. Again, we don't really know. He's just going to be grinding, training, boot camping, and hopefully when his time comes where he does receive his next offer, his next opportunity, his next chance, whatever, whether it's LEC or ERL, hopefully he'll be ready to go, and hopefully he smashes and can work his way back up to the LEC. But that's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about the whole Nemesis situation? When do you think he's going to get on a spot? What team do you think should pick him up? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, sub down on the latest content. Check me over at Twitch, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.